Hi everyone, welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Today I would like to cook fish Assam Pedas, a dish that I cook very often for my family. Assam Pedas translates to sour spicy in Malay. This classic Malaysian dish never fails to stoke the most jaded appetite. Come along with me to see how this fish Assam Pedas is prepared. Let's harvest two most important aromatics that would distinguish Assam Pedas from any other dishes. Here is my torch ginger plant. I planted it a year ago and I was very excited to discover that it finally bears the torch ginger flower. Immediately I thought of cooking Assam Pedas with it. I chose the unopened flower buds. When they are at this stage, they have a delightful combination of tartness, pepperiness, and subtle floral notes, which gives a kick to our Assam Pedas. Wow, I found another one here. Can you see any others? I managed to harvest 4 good unopened buds. Alright, there's one right at the back there. There you are. Okay, so we have got another one here, unopened. I will be using the overbloom one for decoration. If you cannot find this, you can replace it with kaffir lime leaves or lemongrass. So here we are, 4 unopened ones which I'll be using, and the open one I'll use it as decoration. Let's now harvest down kasom, otherwise called Vietnamese mint or laksa leaves. It imparts a minty aroma and a slightly spicy flavor to our dish. If you do not have this, you can replace it with mint, cilantro or Thai basil. Okay, looks like it's enough, about 5 stalks of it. Nice and fresh. Here I have all the spices to make the spice paste. I will name each as I load each into the blender. Starting with the dried chilies, which I've soaked for 30 minutes in hot water and removed the seeds. Then we have got a turmeric, roughly chopped, galangal, which I have sliced into thin pieces. These are lemongrass. I only took the white parts. Then this is the candlenuts. I added it for creaminess. And then we have got the garlic, the shallots. All these are roughly chopped. Yep, it really helps with the blending process. Bombay onions also roughly chopped. Now here we have got dried shrimps. I've soaked it for 20 minutes and then dehydrate it, and then after that put it together with the rest of the ingredients. Shrimp paste also a little bit, and then a bit of water to help with the blending process. Okay, looks like it is ready. So our aim is to get it into a creamy, silky and smooth paste. If you want it to be a bit rougher, then you don't blend it too long. Yep, so I prefer this texture. Okay, something like this. So the other ingredients that we need to cut are the tomatoes, pineapple, the torch ginger flowers that we have harvested previously. Then we also have the laksa leaves. For the torch ginger flower, 3 of them I will just cook, and the other one I'll just use it as garnishing. So this is the laksa leaves. Then the lady's fingers, I have 8 of them. So let's just cut the first one. This is for the garnishing. So can you see how beautiful the inside is? So we'll just cut it lengthwise, very thin slivers. So for the other 3, I'll just cut it right through half of it. Yep, just half. And then I'm going to put it together in the wok to cook with the other ingredients. Pineapple. So I have got the pineapple to add sweetness and sourness to our dish. So we'll just cut it for, I would say, about 1 cm at an angle. 1 cm thick at an angle. The tomatoes just cut into wedges like so. And our lady's fingers, cut the heads as well as the tails. There we are. So all our stuff are cut nice and ready for cooking. Here I have 1 kg of Spanish mackerel, which is traditionally used for this recipe. You can substitute it with stingray, also known as ikan pari, pomfret, or even salmon. So let's cook our paste. So I have got about half cup of oil, then stir fry it for 10 minutes. So over medium heat. So 5 minutes later, you can see that our paste is a little bit drier. The water we have added during the blending process has mostly evaporated. So 10 minutes later, it's even drier, the color has darkened and the oil has separated from the paste. Nice aroma. So nice aroma, and then we also need to add water now at this stage. So I've added a bit of water, and the seasonings are 1 tablespoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt. Then this is tamarind. Yep, I just added 1 tablespoon of tamarind. If you want it to be a bit more sour, you can add a little bit more. This is laksa leaves, torch ginger flower. So this is the time to add these 2 aromatics. Then bring it to boil. So once it's boiling, then we can add the rest of the ingredients like the lady's fingers, tomatoes, and pineapple. So it is also the time for us to add our fish. So slowly dip the fish into the gravy, trying our best to cover the fish with the gravy as much as possible. So then we cover and simmer it for 5 minutes over medium heat. So 5 minutes later, our Assam Pedas looks something like this. It's time for us to check the saltiness, etc. This dish tastes spicy from the fiery chili, tangy from the tamarind and pineapple, savory from the fresh fish, sweet nuts from the pineapple, a dish packed with bold flavors which come together to tickle the most jaded taste buds. My family love this dish, and I hope your family will too. Till we meet again in the next video, cheers and happy cooking!